Total flash of my panties there. Sorry about that. I'm wearing a Tess, which I'd never heard of until this very day. But it's more T than S. It's a little bit revealing, isn't that right, Cuddlebutt? I need to keep being careful with him. He's been all lovely just now. We went out together, didn't we? Came back in together and then he snoogled. Fucking hell. I haven't tidied my room. But what I've done is realise that I was never going to fucking tidy my room. Even in the however long it's been since I set myself a few neatening up tasks of my bedroom. But fuck me sideways with the lead. Nothing. No, don't do that. Be nice to me. I had a bad day. Agony. But I've ended up taking out, I think, 5 bin bags full of clothes and 2 or 3. I've filled up 5 other bags full of clothes that I'm probably keeping, but a shitload is going to the, not dump, but the place that buys them for not very much. But I'm just going to take them there. I can't be fucked. I keep offering them to people, and I feel like really like I'm patronising them by offering them a lot of the time. And people say no, and then they feel really awkward. It's almost like they're saying your clothes are shit. And I just keep saying, look, everyone's got taste. It doesn't have to match mine. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, it was actually a fucking mission, but I've been like basically going all day, really, and it was fucking torturous. Going around Asda's area, it was like my limp was fucking, like my right foot has kind of like done that. So it's like there's 2 points on the foot. Whenever it like press on it, those 2 points of feet. It's almost like I'm walking with a peg, 2 peggy thing, rather than a foot. I can't really feel my foot so much as the painful bits. But I did all that in my room. I did Wednesday shopping. I went for a suntan. I've trained. Spent time outdoors. Went to see my mate. He wasn't in. Well, he was in, but it was a miscommunication. I don't know when he saw my message, but I didn't get the reply till about an hour before I got there. But that's all right, because it didn't like make me have a tantrum. You know, in days gone by, fucking hell, even back in the days when I was apparently killing it, I could get so, you know, I have always been someone who's just lonely for weeks on end. People just never believe that, but I just am. And then I'd hate myself for building stuff up that I'm like, fucking hell, someone wants to see me. And when I'd get excited about it, I'd then cunt myself off for getting excited about it. Because like, look how much of a sad cunt you are. You get really excited about something really fucking normal. And then they would cancel on me, and it was also the last minute cancellation. And it used to fucking destroy me. It's like, because I'd built it up so much. But I knew it was like, I just, like, sometimes I've been looking forward to it for like 4 or 5 days. Do you know what I mean? And then, yeah, it's a big bubble when it bursts when you're fucking oversensitive. But there was none of that. None of that. Like, I still can be like that. It's still, that shit still comes up, you know. Okay, you have to fucking swallow it and put it down. It's not real, it's not real, it's not real. But, no. I don't think I swore at anybody. Not once. Not once these journeys I have done. I don't think. Hang on, did I? Oh, actually, no, do you know what? There was a really busy bit where I normally, it's turn right, but I normally just turn around, like when it's quiet. But I always look up the hill and I look what's about. And because if you turn right, you just go round and come back down the hill again. It's just a little bit extra. And it was rammed. And the people going up the hill couldn't come out because it was gridlocked until they let the people out the front. So I hung back and let them all go to clear it. And he went in and he fucking turned round and blocked it all up again and turned around, did a really shit like 5-point turn. All I did was I went, selfish cunt. I didn't destroy him with my inbuilt laser beams that I seem to have in my eyes. I didn't fucking scream murderous intent at him. I didn't beep. I didn't scream so loud my voice turns to gravel. And then dribble coming down. That's how I get it. Seriously, it's not fucking. I'm not exaggerating. You thought I was going to say it's not a million miles away from the truth. It's like, no, I'm not exaggerating. That is what I'm like. Hello, my little Flugelin Snoovlet. Oh, he's purring. He's in a little spot. What was I going to say? It's like there's all sorts of things. This keeps fucking happening. There's all sorts of things I want to fucking talk about. And then I keep putting off making the video. I'm going off on various other thinkoids around my... what's it? Actually, that was nice. I had a phone call tonight, which was, like I've always said, Messenger. He said at the end of it, he said, do you mind me ringing you? I was like, dude, this is what I say to people. If I see your name and I'm going to see your face, it's got a video thing in it, I'm really likely to answer it. If I see an inbox, I'm really likely not to open it. That's just the way it is. But he said, at the start of the conversation, he said, I thought if I'd messaged you back, he said, I might be waiting 5 days for it to, what was it he said, to be processed? But you know what, that was lovely. That was fucking lovely. It's like, that's all I've ever wanted, is people to fucking know me and be cool with that. Do you know what I mean? It's like, if you know them, you don't read it the same way. You don't read it as arrogance or rudeness or fucking whatever it is you read it as with other people. It's like, I can't get comfortable, because if I do, I always am doing this with him. I did it on the phone when I went to lean to do the phone. He hissed and went for me. I keep doing it to him while he's asleep, and suddenly I'm squashing his paws down into the mattress. But yeah, just to be known like that, and then he just checked. He checked, is it alright to call you like this? And I was like, dude, totally. Fucking totally. Like, in all fairness, it still might not get answered, but that's what what was it he said to me when his battery was going anyway, but he said, I'll be able to tell when you don't want to speak to me. It was part of something else, so I'll be able to tell when you don't want to speak to me. And I wondered if I'd been looking like I'm not listening, because that's way back in the days of only ADHD. But that one always used to get me in trouble, even like way back in school and primary school. People going, "You're not listening." I'm like, I am. And what have I just said then? But I'm like I said, it's that same sort of thing as someone with Parkinson's who gets to a doorway, and you go walk through the doorway then, and they're almost going, I am, because they think they are stuck in that fucking loop, and it's a very similar effect. Whatever it was that I just described, I've forgotten it already. But all of that bit before, I just forgot it. That was like bang on true. I know. What was it? Oh god. It still might not get answered. Well, I definitely said that, didn't I? It still might not get answered. But yeah, well, actually, in real terms though, in fucking real terms, and I think that this might be actually true for a lot of other mentally unwell people, when we are talking about cognitive processing of things, and when I found out about myself and my issues with positive attentive affect, I need to know that someone's listening. Like right now, it looks like I'm talking to you, mate. You'd know that if I was feeding back what you just said to me, you'd think that dude is listening, right? and that helps. I can do that on Messenger, and then I just think, well, you know, a lot of social anxiety, what I talk about myself, is actually it's functional first, because I can't follow conversations, and the can't follow bit is always assumed to be, don't know what to say. It's like, no, I don't know what to say because I'm not in a frequency where I'm processing I'm not, you know, the right bits of my brain aren't fucking opened up. I can't do the multitasking of conversation. I can't do the flow of conversation. I don't understand it. It is where I am, you know, to use it as an analogy, autistic, very autistic. I can't see it. I don't get it. It's not something I'm able to do. And I wonder how many other people are the same. I wonder how many other people are the same. Because it leads to social anxiety. It leads to social anxiety because you know that that shit's going to happen. And, you know, that was one thing I was talking about with my mate, actually, just when his battery started to go, is how, like, the thing I've mentioned before, when I'm dancing, and I am confident, and people wave, and I can shout back to them, and I can wave back to them, and I can talk for a bit. But when they start chatting a bit too much, I'm really on fucking edge. Even if I don't see it, I probably don't see it because, you know, first impressions often count. And once they've, you know, my first impression is significant, let's just say. And once you've decided that, then I'm going to fit your paradigm of a confident person. Do you know what I mean? The same as if you decide someone's a cunt when you first meet them. You're only ever going to see evidence that corroborates your assumption, basically. Like that narcissistic woman was doing. Looking for evidence and pointing it out to me. Look, there's a girl that gave you a compliment, and look, you're being nice to her. Look, and there was another one, a bloke had recommended a site, and I might have a look, and I put, this girl needs attention. That's what I wrote. But she was like pissing herself at that, just looking. And was like, she probably scrolled through the fucking lot. Wouldn't fucking surprise me. That's what people like that work like. Oh, fucking get him. It becomes they think they're just proving someone wrong. I've seen a liar. It's like, no, you're just projecting. Wake up to yourself. What you're doing is projecting your shit onto them. That's what she was doing anyway. But it's. I think there's a lot to do with it, because my cognitive functioning regarding that has got a lot worse since my meltdown. Since my mental health went do fucking lally, more than it ever had, that led to me sitting here, my processing of conversations has got worse as well. But everyone would interpret that as social anxiety. I don't know what to say, I don't know when it's my turn, But I think in a lot of ways that's stemming from a cognitive disorder rather than a emotional, a perception of oneself. That's what it always seems, isn't it? You know, oh, I've got nothing to say. I'm down on myself. Let's encourage that person. And it's like, no, I know I'm being funny as fuck, mate. I can. But like when I car crash, I'm nothing. I can't work anything out, and I just feel weird and feel disliked. I feel disliked very easily, and then that's when the paranoia does come in, because I do feel disliked, because I've seen that face a lot. I've seen the I don't really like you anymore face a lot. I do see it a lot. I can be a short-term fucking crush for a lot of people. A lot of people, trust me. I wear thin pretty quick. Anyway, I'm going to try and I'm just going to do less than 15 minutes, because I can head for a 14:44 pretty easily, can't I? Just by going angels all around you.